And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Looking to throw. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. downs as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. A second broken tackle.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Prescott. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Mike 14. Mike 14. I'm coming for you.
On play action, now Brady. Going up top for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. To dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 11. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second down, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Brady's throw there complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 40 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 1. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Prescott yet again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, it's Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 32. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
55, mark, 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 99, check 99. Sponge.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Scotty Miller.
36 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's just me.
second down. It's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 10th carry now for Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check curls. I-14. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Alert.
Brady going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 14, Mike 14. Hey, watch the slip, watch the slip.
From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
That's complete to Lamb.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. Miller with first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Going to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On play action, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Prescott.
That one complete. Elliott.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. For a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Now Prescott.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.